So let's get started. So I can't believe that this is literally the planet that we're on. Nicki Minaj gets defensive after Twitch streamer Hasan criticizes Tucker Carlson tweet. So a couple different things happened where, you know, Don Lemon said that a source tells CNN that Nicki Minaj was offered a conversation with a doctor to clarify the efficacy and side effects of the vaccine, not a visit to the White House. A White House statement is coming shortly. Like, how the fuck did we get here from Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend's balls? Like,
1 year sub pog.
Okay. Ballgate is transcended into something far more silly as a right-wing culture warriors leapt at the opportunity to question the safety of the coronavirus vaccine. Tucker Carlson of Fox News has thus far been a staunch defender of Minaj, even making a public plea to the unnamed man with the swollen testicles to contact Fox News and share his side of the story. Minaj, having noticed that Carlson was on her side, shared a clip of Carlson speculating that the negative response to Minaj's tweet was motivated by a desire to bully the vaccine hesitant, rather than the tweet's potential for spreading misinformation or the absurdity of the anecdote. Popular political commentator and Twitch streamer Hasan responded by tweeting, "You know he's a white nationalist, right?" And Minaj responded defensively, "Right, I can't speak to, agree with, even look at someone from a particular party. People aren't human anymore. If you're black and a Democrat tells you to shove marbles up your ass, you simply have to. If another party tells you to look out for that bus, stand there and get hit."
Defending you on highest stream last night.
So in response to that, I was in the process of drafting a tweet, which I'm sure some of you have already seen, because I didn't end up sending it. You didn't see it on Twitter, or rather, you didn't see it on my account, but you saw a draft of the tweet that never actually ended up getting uploaded. And yet, barbs that were looking absolutely into anything they could to be like, "Oh, dude, this will at least like draw the heat away from Nicki Minaj, like blasting a fucking Tucker Carlson video to her impressionable fan base that is, you know, all around the planet, and also, you know, young black kids, queer kids, LGBTQ kids, like, and all of that."
5 months.
They decided to upload the post of me writing it, and people in this community immediately were like, "Don't fucking tweet that. Don't do it." What was the tweet itself? Okay. I was trying to make an argument about how Tucker Carlson is a white nationalist who would support segregated busing, which is true. I stand by that sentiment over and over and over again, a million times over. Okay. I hope you guys understand this. There is absolutely zero fears or zero frustration I have with a tweet like that. Now, there were some in the community that did not want me to post this because they were worried that it would get misconstrued. There were some in the community that thought that it was a bad look, okay, that already misunderstood what I was saying. So let me show you the screen cap, or not even the screen cap. I'll show you the video. I don't want to use like any of these. I don't want to fucking elevate any of these like psychotic barbs. You know what I mean? I don't want to give them like, what is this? I don't want to give them clout, because that's literally what they were.
Like minutes could be hours or
that's
days
what they were, you know, advocating for. I was not joking. That was not a joke.
Backup, but got no response to make
none of that was a joke.
Called in the hogs.
I just want you to understand. When I say Tucker Carlson would have been an advocate to make sure that Nicki Minaj can't even get on the bus, let alone to the back of the bus, I mean it. Nicki Minaj was born in Trinidad, is a very beloved black artist. Tucker Carlson has numerous times, on numerous occasions, considered black and brown immigrants, and people like myself too, by the way, which is, you know, I'm white passing as fuck. You know this. I talk about my privilege all the goddamn time. I talk about how privileged I am, and I talk about how I try to use that privilege for at least good. But Tucker Carlson does not want people like myself or people like Nicki Minaj, especially people like Nicki Minaj, to be in the country. He has called black and brown immigrants dirty. He does racist agitprop every fucking night. Okay? So I'll just show you the, we have a ton of context around this issue, and we know you know better. They're coming at it with zero context. I know.
Hassle.
Here, this was the draft. I said, I'm telling you Tucker Carlson wouldn't even let you on the bus, let alone the back of it, but here you are reducing it to simple party politics. Like, this is white nationalism. It transcends beyond party politics is what I was going to say when you guys told me to stop it. So I stopped writing it and instead wrote a much more politically correct and much more politically correct counter that would not be misconstrued.
Damn,
okay? So, what happened in the aftermath of that? Literally, like, Barb Twitter, of course, went back, found the fucking video of me drafting it, and turned around and was like, you're fucking racist. You're racist. You're a white supremacist. They started going back to, like, older tweets. I was 100% right on this take. It was not a joke. I was not weaponizing segregation against a black woman. Okay? That was not my intention. That was not what I was trying to do. I was trying to say, like, this is a person who doesn't want you to avoid the bus. This is a person who does not want you to be on the bus, let alone in the country. Okay? And since then, of course, there's been a litany of, like, weirdo fucking Oakley wearing, hot dog headed dipshit fucking white supremacist honky ass motherfuckers in my DMs and all over, literally fucking crying and complaining about how, you know, I can't believe you called Tucker Carlson white nationalist. Lol. Can't believe it. And then also on top of that, I've had the Barbs come after me. Also the Barbs with the great gotcha of something you ended up not tweeting. Yeah. So that's the, so I want to talk about two different things. But before I do that, I read something on Twitter that actually really upset me when someone was like talking about, imagine Hasan posted this and they were talking about the tweet, right? This is a black community member who's a fan. And I was reading through their statement and, you know, I want to address something here, okay? This statement was just so wrong. I'm sorry. I get that he's joking. And if he was just saying it to a stream in his audience while malding, that's different. Because you get his humor and we understand what he's trying to say. But I was surprised when he genuinely considered tweeting it. I love Hasan and I agree with the point he was making. But I've just heard too many back of the bus jokes going through grade school to find this funny. I didn't see the rest of the stream after this, so I don't know if he backtracked or what. I know Hasan isn't racist, and he probably just didn't understand how hurtful this can be to some people. I'm not offended or anything, just disappointed that he would consider tweeting this. What Nicki said was stupid, and I'm all for Hasan dunking on her, but why is his first instinct to dehumanize her based on skin color? I know that wasn't his intention, but that's what he did. Edit. I'll add that I guess I don't have the right to call this objectively wrong. All I can say is that I found it personally dehumanizing, and I'm happy Hasan decided to not tweet it. I'm not calling Hasan racist. I know he's not, but I think his statement is dehumanizing. That's all. And then people like started, you know, talking and criticizing them. His first instinct was Tucker Carlson's a racist. He dehumanizes black people based on their skin color. He was very rude and blunt about it in a draft tweet he decided to not post in an arguably very not your lane way. But the discourse about this shit is very cursed. Nicki is using fucking Brexit talking points and defending Tucker Carlson, but people are making more hay out of Hasan being really fucking blunt about Tucker's racism. This kind of shit gets more into identity politics trap liberals and much of the left constantly fall into, making so much more moral panic hay about awkward dumb shit from our own camp instead of the straight up violent fascist racists and their witting and unwitting collaborators that they are the real enemy at the gates. That was a decent response. And then this person said, I'm sorry, and I agree with the point he was making. What Nicki said was stupid, and I think the tweet he went with ultimately was great. I didn't see the combo he had with Chad about it on his stream, so I don't know the context outside of the initial draft. I'm open to the possibility that I'm misinterpreting the statement, but I'm just saying that it hurt my feelings when he drafted it on stream. The discourse with Barbs calling him anti-black is ridiculous, but I can't lie and say that I didn't find this dehumanizing. Edit. Also, I don't think I think it's not really worth arguing over, especially because we know Hasan isn't actually racist. What Nicki said is ultimately far more harmful, but since it's a thread dedicated to the topic and I had some thoughts, I felt inclined to comment. So after the entire night of just like blasting fucking random teenagers on the internet, defending and doubling down, when I read this, I realized, like, I'm sorry. I am. I don't make fun of this person. Okay?
For teaching me so
it is never my intention. Like, I don't give a fuck about deranged, psychopathic Nicki Minaj fans. Okay? I don't. They have their own agenda. They want to fucking move the conversation away from like Nicki Minaj functionally defending a white supremacist or a white nationalist. They already probably feel internally conflicted a little bit about that. So they don't want to, they are under the assumption that their, idol can do no wrong. So in a situation where the idol is doing something wrong, and their immediate reaction is like, a person calling them out must also be doing something wrong, so we can just hyper focus on that. And that's precisely what they're doing. But in the process, there's a lot of people that I truly love and truly care for and truly don't want to hurt the feelings of, that misunderstand the intention and actually feel conflicted about this. So I'm sorry. I am. And I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad. No, I am apologizing. Not to the fucking psycho deranged pieces of shit, but I am apologizing to people who legitimately, even with the fucking draft, felt conflicted about this. Okay? Like, this is a nice person. This is I never want someone like this person in my community to ever feel like I am dehumanizing them. Okay?
50K for a verse. No
like,
album.
I don't.
Yeah.
And the other part about this that is like, the other part about this, on top of like the psychopathic barbs, is that like they also oftentimes are, active Twitter members and in, Black Twitter. So there were a lot of people outside of just like random fucking weirdo barbs that were also, they saw this fucking tweet draft and got mad at it and got mad when I was doubling down. Okay? Now, having said that, like, yeah, when I'm being attacked by like psychos, when I'm being attacked by like absolute psychopaths who are very clearly trying to fucking shift the attention away. Did you upvote yourself? No, it automatically upvotes. Is the idea that the bus at the sticking point? Yes, because it invokes a powerful imagery. Okay, it invokes a powerful imagery, and to a certain degree, that is the intention. Like, she used bus, so I went off of that, but I wasn't trying to make a joke. I was being very serious. I do think that Tucker Carlson 100% is an unironic, like, he would be a defender and a supporter of segregated busing. Like, why the fuck wouldn't he? And not only that, but also he wouldn't want black people in the country to begin with, let alone black immigrants. Right?
Love you, chat. Happy 6 months, Hassel.
You should have just tweeted it. Sorry I talked you out of it. Yeah, if I had tweeted it, it would have been way worse, though. Because the very same people that saw it, they saw it because, like there was an active and deliberate effort by people, once again, within Nicki Minaj's community that wanted to fucking, use this as a way to like just hyper focus on that. So I should be more careful. And I'm glad that I was more careful ultimately. Okay? I'm glad that I was more careful ultimately, that people in this community were like, don't fucking tweet this out. Okay? You definitely didn't mock black oppression, but you definitely weaponized it. You shouldn't have done that, to be honest. The overall message of the tweet does not make you anti-black, though. Don't know why people are running with that. Yeah, they're desperate. They're searching. They're gripping on fucking straws. A lot of people have probably justifiably been hurt by other people who have claimed that they're leftist, who claim that they're fucking anti-racist, and then they turn around and say some fucking shit that, gives pause to young black individuals who probably are like fatigued by who they perceive as their allies hurting them, okay? And just like writing them off. So I totally understand that. That was never my intention. That's not my intention at all. And most people in this community already know that. But the problem is, while as large as this community is, it's not endless. It's not a vast sea. It's not infinite. Okay? Deflecting is the word you're looking for. They're deflecting for Nicki Minaj. Yes.
Hassle.
So yeah. Do you think Nicki Minaj being anti-vax is a PR stunt to distract from the fact that her brother may have raped an 11-year-old and her husband just committed a crime, apparently? I don't know. I don't know. But it's never my intention. They said that you were deflecting. Yeah, I wasn't. I was holding the conversation to the main fucking point, which is the main point, which is Tucker Carlson's a white nationalist, and you know, he does not care about Nicki Minaj or her fan base's best intentions in mind. He is just weaponizing Nicki Minaj as a willing or unwilling participant. So that was you guys already know it's not my intention to make it seem like I was weaponizing segregation, okay? And I'm not weaponizing segregation. I'm not minimizing segregation. I think it's a pretty fucking big problem. It's kind of at the heart of the reason why I'm you know, upset about Tucker Carlson being prominently featured by Nicki Minaj.